must refrain from making biblical jokes on repeat. Exodus. These are potentially the most powerful thing in the PTS, and I'm seeing no one talk about it. It's actually insane. Like, these gloves are genuinely nuts. And it's not because they're old blue or they've got like crit chance on them or the hazard protection. It's that pesky damn little talent they have. So the Exodus gloves are exotic gloves. They have the talent Smoke Bomb. In PvE, on armor break, you drop a smoke bomb at your feet, concealing you for 3 seconds, cooldown 40 seconds. In PvP, same thing happens, but you receive 100% pulse resist, and it removes your nameplate for 2 seconds, same cooldown. They come with an armor core, crit chance, and hazard protection. However, I'm not going to speak to how these work in PvP. I've not tried it. I've not tested it. Maybe at one point, if Rousey is about, we can test this at some point. However, how you should read this is Exodus gloves, smokescreen, removes you from combat for 3 seconds. Now, it is important that you understand this distinction. Very important, because what this actually means is something very different to just concealing you. Okay, and I'm going to give you a very good demonstration, or at least I hope I can give you a good demonstration. See, what you need to understand is what happens to your character when you leave combat. And the most notable thing is that you heal, which hopefully you'll see, and it's actually kind of a big deal. See, I've left combat, and now I just heal. Now, annoyingly, it doesn't last that long, but if you pair it with something that has like a good amount of armor on kill, well, yeah, the end result is absolutely amazing survivability. There's the armor break, we've left combat, we're still on fire, which is taking up a little bit of time, but there's the regen happening, which gets me just under half armor. Now I'll just pair it with some armor on kill, and away we go. Happy days. Not a problem. The amount of survivability that we're actually afforded from this one item is absolutely nuts. A lot of people are ranting and raving about the Oxpecker being like the best in slot piece now for run and gun builds. No, it's not. It really isn't. It is Exodus gloves. You can just do so much silly with it. You don't actually have to care about literally anything. I'm running glass cannon now on a run and gun build because I can. Like, I wish I was joking. All of the footage in the video that you see right here is with glass cannon. This is the build I'm running. 4-piece Hunter's Fury, Gruppo chest with glass cannon, and then Exodus gloves. I am utilising the Hunter's Fury backpack just to get a larger disorient time and radius, essentially, so that I'm able to traverse the gap, essentially, between Exodus being on or off cooldown. So essentially, I'm relying on Exodus as well as the armor on kill from Hunter's Fury to keep me alive. And then in between those moments, I'm relying on the larger radius of the disorient from Hunter's Fury to allow me to actually move around and get to where I need to be, as well as help close those gaps. Because as you might notice, I'm not running a shield. I've had it a few times now where people get excited when I do like a run and gun non-shield build. Well, you'll be pleased to know that the way forward is absolutely Exodus in this regard. Again, I'm just using glass cannon here, mostly just to show off. You don't have to. The results of a build like this really do speak for themselves, which hopefully you'll see as we try to then hold the control point, because it's in the tent behind the control point, which basically just allows me to I literally just sit there and slaughter everything. I barely take any bullets. And again, you should be able to see the survivability of it when utilising glass cannon. So now we're going to call for allies, and we're going to run to that little tent that we're facing, which will hopefully cause all of the enemies to spawn in that tent. Luckily they do. And then from here, we literally just pick them apart. Exodus gloves absolutely saved my butt there. I took a chunk of damage from the medic, and then if I didn't have Exodus, the named elite gunner with a stupid M60 absolutely would have burned me down. But luckily, Exodus gloves procced. They activated, which took me out of combat for 3 seconds. That allowed me to heal, and then utilizing that out of combat mechanic, I was able to damage that gunner, the named elite gunner, on his ammo belt enough to cause that to explode, which therefore meant he wouldn't be shooting me. So the overall mechanic of this is absolutely insanely strong. I'm not too happy about the rolls on it. The armor core is a bit... At the same time, I get it though. It is technically an armor piece because it's working off of armor break. The Hasbro seems a bit weird, but to be fair, so does the crit chance. All of it seems a bit weird overall in how it's like actually put together, but I can't really deny the overall effectiveness of the piece. The only thing that I realistically don't like is the fact that it's gloves. Where we're essentially in a very large gear set meta, them being gloves means that you're actively going to have to weaken your build in order to actively use these gloves. And again, like, it procced and I'm back to full health like immediately. Like, the overall power of these is unreal, and I'm genuinely loving these gloves in conjunction, in synergy with something like Hunter's Fury. I genuinely cannot really praise these gloves enough. I think they're a really, really good piece. The only thing I don't like is the fact that they're gloves, which is kind of annoying me. I kind of just wish there was something else. However, in the meantime, though, that is going to do it for this video. So have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health.